New frontiers of music, culinary exploration, and one of the most iconic monuments in the U.S. are just some of the things that create the unique and charming flavor that is St. Louis. You'll find Missouri's largest metropolis perched on the west bank of the Mississippi as it rolls south toward New Orleans. While blues, bricks, baseball, and beer are etched into this city's culture, St. Louis has been shaped by a rich history. The city got its start when two French fur traders started an isolated but strategic settlement on a high bluff of the Mississippi in 1763. Growing steadily into a village and then a town, it was named St. Louis in honor of the King of France, St. Louis IX. The city played a vital role in America's westward expansion in the 19th century. Explorers Lewis and Clark embarked on their historic expedition from here, blazing the way for other hopeful settlers. The city thrived as an outfitting center where pioneers gathered supplies before setting out into the Wild West, and it soon adopted the nickname the Gateway to the West. Curving to a height of 630 feet above the Mississippi, the Gateway Arch was created in 1963 as a tribute to St. Louis's role in opening up the West. Delve through the city's past in the Gateway Arch Museum before taking the tram to the top of the USA's tallest monument for spectacular views across the city and beyond. Once you've returned to Earth, make your way to the Washington Avenue Historic District. Largely abandoned after the Second World War, this former garment district is once again in vogue as funky apartments, bars, and cafes take up residence in the warehouses of old. In 1894, a devastating fire almost reduced St. Louis to ash. Following the discovery of large clay deposits beneath the city, buildings were rebuilt with red terracotta bricks. Sturdy, fire-resistant, and undeniably beautiful, red bricks soon became a signature building block in the city's DNA. While red bricks make up the city's DNA, music is the fire within St. Louis's soul. The city's sound is a unique brew, over a century in the making. Plantation songs and gospel steam north aboard riverboats from New Orleans, blending with local ragtime and jazz to create the iconic St. Louis blues. At the National Blues Museum, discover the legends who honed their craft in St. Louis, creating a new sound that would go on to influence musicians all over the world. St. Louis's soul flows with faith as well as music. Step into the Cathedral Basilica of St. Louis and feel your spirit soar amid the bright chapels and sanctuary. Gaze up at the glowing mosaics, a labor of love that took 76 years and over 41 million glass tesserae pieces to complete. The historic district of Soulard is the next stop on your journey into the spirit of St. Louis. This neighborhood is brimming with churches that date back to the mid-1800s. In Soulard, food and beer are treated with divine reverence. Follow your nose to the neighborhood's best taco joint and savor a pint of liquid gold at one of the many breweries. Take a tour of the Anheuser-Busch Brewery, the home of Budweiser beer. The brewery's site was chosen in 1852 because of some cool caves that they used for storage, for its proximity to the Mississippi River, and for the large population of thirsty German immigrants. Inhale the hops, malt, and mash as you wander through the labyrinth of historic buildings and learn the fascinating story of one of the nation's leading brewers. Pull up a chair at the Schlafly Tap Room, another of the city's oldest and most celebrated breweries. Originally a printing press, today it's the perfect place to join in with the locals in cheering on the St. Louis Blues, the city's pro ice hockey team. While St. Louis's German settlers brought beer to the city, its Italian immigrants brought their homeland recipes. Make your way to The Hill and try one of the city's most iconic dishes, toasted ravioli. Legend has it that a tipsy chef dropped ravioli into the deep fryer by mistake, and voila, a new dish was born. After sampling the city's culinary folklore, enjoy the spirits of St. Louis in one of the city's many cocktail bars and lounges. You'll need at least 2 days to fully explore Forest Park, a lush expanse larger than New York's Central Park. More than just a celebration of nature's beauty, Forest Park is also home to a smorgasbord of St. Louis's most treasured cultural jewels. At the park's northern entrance, visit the Missouri History Museum and take off through the dramatic chapters of the state's past. The museum's shining star is the Spirit of St. Louis, a replica of the airplane flown by Charles Lindbergh in the first solo transatlantic flight. Follow the path south to Pagoda Lake, where you'll find one of St. Louis's best-loved attractions. Starting life as a humble stage between 2 oak trees, the Muny Theatre has grown into the largest amphitheater in the United States. So book a ticket, sit back, and experience the magic of musical theater under the moonlight. Forest Park is also home to the St. Louis Zoo, where a menagerie of critters, including southern rockhopper penguins, is sure to keep little ones entertained. Just a short walk away, visit the St. Louis Art Museum. Built for the 1904 World's Fair, this stunning Beaux Arts palace houses creative works which span the world's cultures and ages. Before you leave, make your way to the southern edge of Forest Park to explore the St. Louis Science Center. The center is a celebration of natural history and a glimpse into the new frontiers of science and technology. Ever since those 2 French fur traders set up shop on the banks of the Mississippi, St. Louis has been the gateway to new frontiers. This once rough and ready trading post has evolved into a modern city, brimming with new flavors and a vibrant character that remains true to its rustic heritage. No longer an outpost where pioneers set forth to conquer the Wild West, today visitors find plenty of adventure right here. So when you're ready to discover some of the best history, hospitality, and hops America has to offer, St. Louis is the perfect gateway.